Infowars.com, Paul Joseph Watson. German headmaster tells mother of daughter who was bullied by Muslims to cover up with a hijab because in most Austrian and German schools, in fact, nationwide in Austria, half of the children are, quote, migrants. Does that give you the level of the invasion? Half. And the Muslims are like, you're not wearing a hijab? We're going to beat you up. We're going to physically assault you. In many cases, we're going to rape you. And then what does the head of the Green Party say? She's a woman. She said, stop wearing short miniskirts and wear a bracelet saying, don't rape me. Shazia Hobbs is going to join us in the next hour. She is a former Muslim, lived in Islamic captivity. She has been critical of Islamic mutilization of women. They cut the genitals off, cut the... I won't even get into it. It's so evil. The point is that you've got all these different Soros-funded globalists like Linda Sarsour that leads the Women's March that now funds the anti-gun march, the March to Enslave America. And when Khan was in town, he read her email like it was harassment, saying Khan should speak out against sexual mutilization, and he acted like someone was threatening to mutilate him. She got her Twitter banned. So a woman speaking out against women being put into sex slavery and their genitals being cut off, their clitoris is being cut off, and she's banned. And Facebook and Twitter and Google work with Pakistan and others to help report on blasphemers that are either Christian or don't believe in God, and atheists get arrested and executed. This is in the news. And the left loves it. They're in love with Islam and the men enslaving the women and the women wearing the hoods. And all over German TV, women wear hijabs now, and they teach the women to wear hijabs. There's an article today, Infowars.com, Paul Joseph Watson. German headmaster tells mother of daughter who was bullied by Muslims to cover up with a hijab because in most Austrian and German schools, in fact, nationwide in Austria, half of the children are, quote, migrants. Does that give you the level of the invasion? Half. And the Muslims are like, you're not wearing a hijab? We're going to beat you up. We're going to physically assault you. In many cases, we're going to rape you. And then what does the head of the Green Party say? She's a woman. She said, stop wearing short miniskirts and wear a bracelet saying, don't rape me. There was a problem, though, obviously. The men didn't read German, and they didn't care. Oh, it's so liberal. Ooh. And the truth is, the left, like a baby duck that has been imprinted on its mommy. You ever seen baby duck? If its mama's not around when it hatches, it thinks a dog is its mama. It thinks a person is its mama, and will follow you around for the rest of its life. Basically worshiping you. And it's the same thing. They imprint them in the schools. They imprint them hating Christians, hating guns, hating money, hating wealth, hating masculinity, hating strength, hating everything. Except what is anti-Western. And it doesn't matter if it's a Stone Age religion and completely patriarchal and monotheistic and everything they say they hate. If it's allied against the West, and if it's vicious, and if it's muscle, and if it can be used to get the rest of the West to get rid of its rights, to then not antagonize our little visitors, if they can use Western hospitality against us, they can win, and they believe then manage Islam, which is like managing a good case of brain cancer. So I'm going to open the phones up. And I'm going to take your calls on this subject, on the Russia escalation, on Facebook. Microsoft knows that Facebook's been caught breaking in your phone, spying on everything you're doing with AI. Told you that years ago. Well, guess what? Microsoft just changed the terms of service. So you're involved with any Microsoft devices, they say they have a right to access your hard drives and all your information to make sure you're a good person. And just like Apple and Droid won't let you send cuss words when you're trying to type them, guess what? They're not going to let you send emails, nothing. Everything you do is going to be read. They've already been doing it. But old Bill Gates that doesn't pay any taxes, he's about to slap you upside the head.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
Gonna hit me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Oh, well," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. This could be the great Trojan horse of all time. Because you look at the migration, study it, look at it. Now they'll start infiltrating with women and children. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. Now she clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in, by now you might have died." She stroked his pretty skin, and then she kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. "I saved you," cried the woman, "and you've bit me, heavens wide. You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Oh, shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."
InfoWars Life Brain Force Plus is our #1 selling product by leaps and bounds, and for a good reason. Going back about 5 years ago, we did research on what top selling nootropics were, what were most popular, what were best, what people liked, and we made it even stronger. Then we cut the price because leading competitors have 5 to 7 times markup. We only have 150%, and then it helps fund our operation. Well, now it's 50% off. That means we've got a 25% markup, and we've got it paired with the Real Red Pill that takes about 7 days to kick in. Brain Force takes about 30 minutes. But the two go together. It's the Mind and Body Challenge. They're both 50% off individually, or together they're 50% off and free shipping with the combo at InfoWarsLife.com. But it's got to end in a couple days because both of these bestsellers are about to sell out. InfoWarsLife.com to get your Brain Force Plus and Real Red Pill today.